Alright, so Asterios gets a buff on his second skill, and personally, I think they should have gave this to a different skill instead of the skill they put it on. But anyways, we'll talk about it right now. So originally, his second skill was increased own offensive debuff resistance for 3 turns, which is 50 to 100%, and increased own defense for 3 turns, 20 to 40% on a 5-turn cooldown. So for having this on a 5-turn cooldown is actually really good, but again, he is a 1-star berserker, so that increase in defense is kind of like whatever's. So I was really hoping if they're gonna buff this skill, they would give him like some kind of defensive skill like invincibility or evade or guts or something like that, right? But no, they decided to add on a buff where it increases damage. And obviously, it's not just for himself, it's actually for the party, which is great. And I actually think it's really good because it helps the party, obviously. But here we go. So his second skill gets 20 to 30% buster up 3 turns to the party with chaotic alignment, 20 to 30% buster up 3 turns to party with demonic traits, and it also gains 10 to 20 stars. I actually think this skill buff is actually really good for those who do have the chaotic alignment and demonic trait, because that's basically 60% right there. I mean, obviously, Astaroth has it himself. I think that's great. You can use him as like a DPS, but again, he is a 1-star berserker, and there's just really limited ways to basically protect him. So you're definitely going to have to bring in servants that can protect him, like Castoria or Merlin. They throw in that invincibility on him, right? But again, I think the damage buff for sure works very well with other servants. I just again wish they gave this skill buff to his first skill, which was originally a damage buff, right? So I just feel like they put this one on the wrong skill. But hey, it is what it is. I think it's a nice buff, but again, it just really sucks that it's on there and it's on Asterios. But hey, it's still, I think, a really strong buff if you give it to servants that have both those traits.